playoffs. It is playoff time, ladies and gentlemen, and we're chilling outside. Playoffs starting in about a good. Oh, hold up. Shoot, it's like 5 p.m. right now here in Canada. So we are about. So playoffs start in about 3 hours, no matter where you live. Eastern, Western, whatever. But now we are going to make our first round playoff predictions, and we're gonna be making our record. Yeah, we're gonna make our record and all that jazz. So if you like prediction videos, reaction videos, just sports in general, hit the sub button, hit the subscribe button. A lot more content just like this to come. And yeah, today we are making predictions with my little brother. Hello.
Hi.
He's the homie. The homie. Boom. All right. Let's hop in here real quick. So, the first series that we will be predicting, we're going to start off in my North Division. My North Division, and here we go. He's going to give his predictions, and we're going to give my predictions. So, first game we have here in your right corner, the Toronto Maple Leafs versus in your left corner, the Toronto Maple Leafs. In the right corner, the Montreal Canadiens. And yeah, the Leafs had an insane year, blah, 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 blah. First place in North Division. You expect them to come out of there easily. They dominated all year. The thing is, man, you can't trust Toronto in the playoffs. Second of all, they're only considered contenders because they literally were in a Mickey Mouse division. Not saying the North Division is bad, but Toronto was clear every team in the North when it comes to regular season-wise. When it comes to playoff teams, playoff-wise, I think there are a good few teams that can easily challenge them, excluding the Montreal Canadiens. Of course, yeah, Austin Matthews. Leafs fans have been going on about Austin Matthews has like double the points that Josh Anderson has, the entire top six of Montreal. But Montreal, with Carey Price coming back healthy, with a 7-game series, both teams have a lot of depth. Montreal has talent, a lot of talent. Toronto has a lot of talent. But the thing is, I never. If you told me this last year, I never see myself. But I do think Toronto was gonna advance to the second round. There's my winner. I do think that Toronto is gonna win it. I think they're gonna win it in a tight game. Montreal easily is gonna get a few games here, especially at home. Top six is still dirty. Carey Price still dirty. He had a rough year, but I think he's gonna get back. I think he's gonna get back to that form that destroyed Pittsburgh last year, and I think that it will put Montreal into 7 games, but they will lose. Jason, what is your pick for this series and how many games?
The Toronto is gonna win 4-2, but the Canadiens are gonna win the 2 first games.
Oh, he has Montreal Canadiens blowing a 2-0 lead. Dang, son. Alright, so that is our next prediction, and we're going to get into with our other North Division stand-up. Alright, next year's prediction. In your left corner, your right corner down here, is my team, the True North, Winnipeg. And second of all, in your right corner is the Edmonton Oilers. And as a Jets fan, I've heard a lot over the past few days since the series was guaranteed to happen. Oh, yeah, you're 7-2 against us this season. Bro, who cares? We were missing Adam Lowry. Oh, no, I mean, you guys are just, yeah, you guys have a lot of offense, you know what I'm saying? Who cares if you went 7-2 against? And also, another excuse, regular season is irrelevant. Regular season is irrelevant. It doesn't matter anymore. It's just these next 4 games, okay? Edmonton is built for the regular season. There's no way, after what happened last year, with essentially no roster changes at all, that you're going to say that you are a better team than last year. In fact, just because you have Connor McDavid doesn't make you a cup contender instantly, okay? Like, I've heard so many excuses that, oh yeah, McDavid torched you. You guys were on a 7-game losing streak. That 7-game losing streak, first of all, is because we were without Nick Ehlers, the best winger in the North. I don't care about y'all Leafs fans saying that. Yeah, he's the best winger in the North, by far, best winger in the North. I don't care about y'all Leaf fans. Also, not to mention that uh, we were without Adam Lowry as well, And yeah, Connor McDavid, as good as he is, like Connor McDavid can score all you want, but Edmonton just has no depth. All right, like without Connor McDavid producing, the Edmonton Oilers are nothing. Leon Draisaitl's good, but Leon Draisaitl, who again won the Hart Trophy last year and blew out to the what's their face, the Chicago Blackhawks, and y'all think that y'all are gonna do something out of that. You don't have depth. The depth isn't good enough to beat Chicago. It's not gonna be enough to beat Winnipeg, but I do think Winnipeg in 7 because I do think that y'all are gonna give it a pass. Then plus, there's no way you're winning a series with a 39-year-old goalkeeper, and especially we have playoff Hellebuck. We have playoff Hellebuck. So yeah, so it'll be Winnipeg in 7. Not discrediting Edmonton. They're a pesky team. They have our number, but us in 7, just because of depth reasons. Because Edmonton doesn't have that. Jason's prediction. Now, Jason's prediction. Who's winning the series in how many games?
I think Edmonton's going to win in Game 7.
Edmonton in Game 7. I'm sure that it will go 7 without any questions asked. And yeah, that's the North Division first round. We're gonna get into the next round, which will be the I believe Central, or no, not Central. The whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the East Division, the best division in 2021 hockey, and I don't think it's even relatively close. Yeah, in your left corner you have the Washington Capitals, the second seed, home ice advantage, not that matters, and the Boston Bruins in your right corner. And of course, Boston, who has been a strong team all year, they're one of the most underrated teams in the league right now. I think if they were in the Atlantic, they're easily the second best team in that division, maybe third. I couldn't tell you. Of course, with Florida, Tampa being in there. Yeah. So obviously there is a lot of potential for this series. Live at the hype. I'm sure that it will go 7 games. If not, one team will have to absolutely take control. Like you look at Washington, their power play has been absolutely incredible, but Boston has the best penalty kill in the league. But we've seen in the past that best penalty kill always gets defeated by the best power play, always. And yeah, we've seen that in the past. We're going to continue to see it here. But the injuries for Washington is very questionable here. Kuznetsov is out on the COVID-19 list. A guy who was so big in that 2018 run, the reason that they won the second round against the Pens. But also here you have him gone. Also, another thing to mention: Washington's rookie goalkeeper. They have rookie goaltenders going up against trying to compete with a Tuukka Rask with and we've seen Boston's top line come alive in the playoffs. So no doubt about that one. I do believe that. Oh man, it's like one of those series that you pick the home team to win at Game 7, but there's no home advantage anymore, and they played there 9 times, so you can't make the excuse of, oh, the dimensions of the rink is different. It's really not anymore. I mean, it feels like a 4-game season, and yeah, of course Washington's gonna have the advantage, but they played there 9 times this year. Boston's coming in hot. They got a heartfelt win against the Islanders after what's that dude's name? Leo Komarov checked Bergeron. A heartfelt win there. But it's a coin flip. I do think that Washington. I do think that Ilya Samsonov and Vanacek will hold their own against the Tuukka Rask. I have them in 7 games, just barely squeaking by. Overtime in Game 7, just barely getting by. I don't see how. Oh man, I just have a feeling that Washington. I think just Washington's gonna make some damage now with the best power play. I think that's gonna be enough to get it done. Yeah. So I think that's gonna be the game. What's your prediction for that series? I had a lot to say about that.
It's going to go to Game 7, double overtime, but Ovechkin's going to get the game-winning goal.
Ovechkin getting the game-winning goal. Interesting. Ovechkin was hurt, but he'll be back on the playoffs, especially in time for a Game 7. So yeah, that is the East Division Caps Bruins prediction. Next. I'm sure Jason has a lot to say about this one. My brother is a Rangers fan. He's a huge Rangers fan. Doesn't really watch every game, but he cheers every time he watches the Rangers. He cheers for them. Yeah, he's a Rangers fan, and the Rangers unfortunately did not make the postseason this year. They were in a tough division. If they were in the Metro, they have a great future ahead of them. They're going to get a good draft pick to accompany Lafreniere and Kako, Panarin, Kreider, Zibanejad. So they're a scary team coming in the near future. But now back on topic with the Isles and Penguins. Penguins best team in the East Division. They had an absolutely rough start to begin the year. I personally thought that they were absolute garbage, absolutely not to be even mentioned into playoff contention. But they have absolutely turned it around. I think Sidney Crosby should be considered for the Hart Trophy. Of course, McDavid has it unlocked, but he should at least get some recognition for that Hart Trophy award. Absolute insane impact. The goaltending is a little bit lopsided for New York. Simeon Varlamov has been absolutely crazy, like absolutely god mode. Casey DeSmith, don't get me wrong, Casey DeSmith and Tristan Jarry have had great years for the Pens, but I do think it's a gut feeling. Look at Pittsburgh's last two runs. No business losing to Montreal last year. Absolutely no business losing them. They got swept by this Islanders team 2 years ago, and the Islanders were the top team in the league for like the past 2 years. I think just a gut feeling, and just watching this season in general. I think that New York takes it in 7 games, maybe 6, if they can just get it clicking. I do think that Crosby can take one or take two or 3 games, but overall, I think New York is just simply the worst possible matchup for the Pens, especially after 2019 playoffs, after that major sweep. Travis Zajac and Kyle Palmer were huge pickups for them. And yeah, so what's your prediction for this series?
The Penguins are gonna sweep the Islanders.
Sweep. Ooh, that's honestly, I don't disagree. I really don't disagree. Penn's been a good team, but just the gut feeling does not give me answers for that. Absolute shambles. We have reached the final division. I don't really have a lot to say about this last division. Carolina versus Nashville, Smashville. Nashville's rolling in here red hot. They're ready to go. They were at 1.7. UC Saros, excellent. Roman Yossi, top 2 defensemen in the NHL right now. Don't at me about that. Yeah, I like that. I like what Nashville's bringing into the playoffs. Carolina, best team in the league. One of the best teams in the league all year long. I think Carolina's in the driver's seat. No, it's tough to pick them because I had them beating Boston a season ago, but you know how that turned out. Boston took that within ease. Nashville is a team that can surprise a lot of people. They are the Montreal Canadiens of last year. They are the Columbus Blue Jackets of 2019. But I do see UC Saros, Roman Yossi, and all them, and Philip Forsberg being good enough to take two. And that's a lot for a Nashville team that was at 1.7th. Carolina in 6th. Not much explaining to do. They've had a great year. Sebastian Aho. What's that dude's name? I know this. Andrei Sheshnikov. I know I feel dumb. Andrei Sheshnikov. No, just great goaltending all around. Carolina in 6th. No doubt about that. Jason's pick for that.
It's gonna go 4-2 Carolina.
4-2 Carolina. So we had the exact same prediction. Also, if you agree with, if you made it this far, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. There will be more of this content. Don't worry, we're making second round prediction, NBA playoff predictions, the play-in predictions, at most part. Also, when August comes around, we'll be making our predictions for the NFL season. Who's going to be on top of each division, and what's going to be going there. And yeah, we're also going to be making daily. Next NHL season we'll be making NHL content, a lot of NHL content, a lot of NBA content. There's gonna be a lot of predictions coming up, reaction videos of course coming up as well. Stay tuned for all that. And yeah, so hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You're gonna love it. Tampa Bay, Florida, and there was a lot to say about this that some of y'all ain't gonna like. Tampa Bay is not all that. I'm telling you that right now. They weren't all that this year. Florida was. Florida has been absolutely, in my opinion, should be the Central Division favorites. No, is that the Central? Yeah, Central Division favorites, without a doubt in anyone's mind. Florida has been absolutely incredible all year long. Tampa Bay, of course, injuries are a part of the things. Of course, they're going to need time to figure that out, which I don't think it's a Florida team that's been this good this year. I don't think Tampa Bay has time to figure out with Kucherov coming back. Oh shoot. All right, so back to what I was saying was I don't think Tampa Bay can just Kucherov and Stamkos come back in the lineup and just be all that. like they were a season ago. But yeah, Tampa Bay has a great team. I just think Florida is going to go under control. Florida, they're just a different breed this year. I think they should be the team to come out. So give me Florida in 6 games. It's in some people's book it's an upset. I don't see it as necessarily upset. I think Florida is the better team this year. And it'll be a great series to watch. I'm excited for that series. We'll be watching. I don't know about him, but what's your prediction for that series?
Well, it's gonna go 4-2 Florida.
4-2 Florida. Same predictions. So that is our predictions, and it was a blast filming this video, giving each other's opinions. Stay tuned for round 2 predictions, and of course all those videos that I've explained. 2K out.